I think it was successful, and until and unless there'll be follow-up to that movie, it will remain as an open wound in the United States, as a scare tactic, which in this particular case I'm not sure whether KGB paid for production of that movie or not, but it's totally irrelevant. What is the most important, unless after seeing the tragic sequences of the nuclear attack, American population is not explained what to do about it. If you still stop at that and let it be, obviously, this is the scare tactic, this is the greatest harm done to United States by Americans, by American filmmaker. I bet Andropov and all his disinformation system could not possibly do that much harm to the United States. When you see something obviously sponsored by the Soviets, you understand, well, this is propaganda. You may or may not agree with this depending on your background and intelligence and education. But here it's a subtle approach, playing on the most sensitive strings of your soul, appealing to the most basic instincts of human nature, survival. But there are no answers. How to survive? Well, obviously, disarmament is not the answer, simply because some people naively expect Andropov to blush out of shame and reduce the number of warheads. It doesn't happen this way. We are facing unresponsive, irresponsible group of people for whom nuclear war is not a theory, it's a practice, and the military strategy of the Soviet Union is designed to do nuclear war and to survive and possibly to win. I started my military training when I was 6 or 7 years old, when I entered secondary school, and I graduated in '63 after almost 15 years of continuous training as a junior lieutenant of reserve of the Soviet Army. And psychologically, every Soviet citizen is well prepared for war, nuclear war, and technically he is equipped with facilities and the knowledge how to use it in case of war or natural disaster, doesn't matter. Survival tactics and survival methods are taught extensively in various manners. They are exposed to documentary movies about nuclear war. They know the technical data of radiation or contamination of air and land. They know the organizational patterns of civil defense to such an extent that even if there is no nuclear attack, even if there is conventional warfare, each individual at a certain time knows exactly where to go, what to do, where is the shelter, whom to call by telephone, which is not the case, unfortunately, in the United States. I think if a bomb, ordinary bomb, maybe a stink bomb is dropped in the middle of Los Angeles, most of the people will not die of atomic radiation. They will die of panic. They will run, and the traffic jams and the panic will kill more people than anything else. And where do they go? Is there any literature about how to protect an individual? Is the medical first aid treatment? It's not taught to kids in American colleges, unfortunately. For example, there's obvious tension in the world. Television newscasts inform American family about happenings in East and West Germany. And only at the last moment they decide to bring the canned food down to the basement. It's just sheer idiocy. Why not to have them in the basement at peacetime? Number two, there's very realistic picture of what happens when the first nuclear bomb strikes a big city, Kansas City, I think. And people a big panoramic picture shows almost an anthill when people are disoriented totally. That would produce love in Russia, because unlike that, Soviets know exactly what to do. There'll be much less panic, if at all.